frugal doesn't mean that you're boring, broke, or some kind of joyless penny pincher, okay? That is a myth, plain and simple. Somewhere along the way, the word frugal got tangled up with cheap, and now everyone thinks that frugal people live on instant noodles and never have any fun. But here's the truth. Frugality isn't about depriving yourself. It's actually about taking control of your money and your life. And honestly, that is way more impressive than blowing cash just to keep up appearances. When I was growing up, my parents had a rule. If you wanted something, you had to save for it. That meant mowing lawns, babysitting, or saving birthday money to buy that new bike or video game. And let me tell you, when I finally got that thing I'd been saving for, it felt amazing. It wasn't just about the bike, it was about the effort I put in to get it. That's what being frugal feels like even as an adult. Every smart choice you make gives you a little win, and those wins add up over time. The thing is, most of us aren't taught how to be intentional with money. Instead, we're bombarded with ads telling us to treat ourselves or buy the latest gadget. It's like the whole world is literally set up to make us spend. Frugality sort of flips that script. Instead of spending without thinking, you pause and ask yourself, do I really need this? Does it make my life better, or is it just going to collect dust in a week? Having this level of self-awareness and self-control keeps you protected at times of emergency. Have you ever been hit with an unexpected expense, like a car repair or a surprise dental bill, and felt your stomach drop because you didn't know how you'd pay for it? It's a horrible feeling. But when you're frugal, you can actually build a safety net that protects you from those moments. A lot of people think they don't have enough money to save, but that's not true. It's not about how much you save, it's about starting somewhere, even if it's just $5 a week. Over time, those small amounts add up, and that emergency fund becomes a lifesaver. Now, let's talk about time. You know what's really expensive? Living a life where you constantly have to work overtime or take on side hustles just to pay the bills. When you're not spending money on every little thing, you don't have to work as much, which means you get more time for the stuff that really matters. Whether it's spending time with your kids, exploring a hobby, or just taking a nap in the middle of the day, frugality gives you that freedom. Here's something that a lot of people get wrong about wealth. It's not about how much you earn, it's about how much you keep. You could make $100,000 a year and still be broke if you're spending it all. On the flip side, someone making $40,000 who saves and invests wisely can end up financially secure. Frugality is about focusing on real wealth. Things like financial security, freedom from debt, and the ability to retire comfortably. It's not about showing off a flashy lifestyle. It's about creating a life where you're not constantly stressed about money. So, how do you actually start being frugal? Let's start with food. One of the biggest ways people waste money is by eating out or buying groceries they don't use. Meal planning is a game changer. Take a look at what you already have in your pantry, plan your meals for the week, and stick to a grocery list. Not only will this save you money, but it also means fewer trips to the store, which saves time. And if you're not great at cooking, don't worry. There are tons of simple recipes online that even total beginners can handle. Transportation is another big money pit. Owning a car might seem like a necessity, but it's actually one of the most expensive things you can have. There's gas, insurance, maintenance, and parking fees all adding up. If you live in a city or a walkable area, think about using alternatives like public transport, biking, or even car sharing. And if you do need a car, try carpooling to save on gas. Subscriptions are another sneaky expense. How many streaming services do you actually use? Take a hard look at your bank statement and cancel anything you're not actively using. Trust me, those small monthly charges add up faster than you think. Another way to save is by being mindful of your energy use. Turn off lights when you leave a room, unplug electronics that aren't in use, and switch to energy-efficient appliances. Even small changes like using cold water for laundry or air drying your clothes can make a big difference on your utility bills. Tracking your expenses is one of the most powerful tools for staying frugal. Write down every single thing you spend money on for a month. It might feel tedious, but it's eye-opening. Once you see where your money is going, you can start cutting out the stuff that doesn't really add value to your life. Now, here's something a lot of people get wrong about frugality. It's not about never spending money. It's about spending intentionally. The key is knowing what's worth investing in, because some things aren't just expenses. They're stepping stones to a better life. So even if you're living frugally, there are a few areas where spending is not only okay, but actually smart. First up, your health. Skimping on your health is a shortcut to long-term problems, and those problems usually come with a huge price tag. Let's say you're tempted to grab cheap junk food all the time because it's quick and easy. Sure, it's cheaper in the moment, but down the road, poor eating habits can lead to expensive medical issues like diabetes or heart problems. Spending a little more on fresh, healthy food is like investing in your body. Plus, eating better makes you feel better. More energy, better sleep, fewer sick days, it all adds up. Next, let's talk about self-development. Whether it's taking a class, learning a new skill, or even buying books that inspire you, investing in yourself pays off big time. Imagine you spend $200 on an online course that teaches you how to code, start a side hustle, or improve your financial literacy. That knowledge can help you earn more money, land a better job, or make smarter investments. The return on that $200 can be thousands of dollars over time. It's like planting seeds for your future. Another thing worth spending on: experiences. Life isn't just about getting from one payday to the next. It's about making memories. Now, this does not mean splurging on first-class flights or five-star hotels. Being frugal with experiences is about finding value. Maybe it's a camping trip with friends, a weekend getaway you found on discount, or simply trying a new activity in your hometown. Experiences stick with you in a way material things never will, and they don't clutter up your home. Plus, they often give you a fresh perspective, which can help you appreciate what you already have. And yes, travel is a big one here. Exploring new places broadens your horizons and gives you stories to tell for years. The key is to do it smartly. Look for deals, travel during the off-season, and embrace budget-friendly options like hostels or staying with friends. You don't need a luxury vacation to have a life-changing experience. Here's one more area where spending is a good idea: quality over quantity. Frugal living isn't about always buying the cheapest option, it's about buying the option that lasts. Think about it. If you buy a $20 pair of shoes that falls apart in 3 months, you're going to have to replace them again and again. But if you spend $100 on a well-made pair, those shoes might last you years. In the long run, you're saving money by not having to keep replacing things. This idea applies to everything from clothes to appliances to furniture. A little research and upfront investment can save you a ton of money and hassle later. And honestly, having fewer, better quality items feels a lot better than being surrounded by cheap stuff that doesn't work or wear well. Now, I'm not saying frugality is always easy. Sometimes it is hard to resist the urge to splurge. Trust me, I know. Especially when everyone around you seems to be buying new nice things. But one fun way to get started is by trying a no-buy month. For 1 month, commit to only spending on essentials. No shopping, no takeout, no unnecessary purchases. It's tough, but it helps reset your habits and shows you what you actually need versus what you just want. At the end of the day, frugality isn't about being cheap, it's about being smart. It's about choosing what matters to you and letting go of the rest. And when you do that, you'll find that life gets a whole lot simpler and a whole lot better. What do you think about being frugal? Are there any techniques that you use to save money? Let me know in the comments. And if you found this helpful or interesting, don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos like this.